Thank you for joining us today. We talk about liberty, equality, and justice like they're just 3 words penned on old parchment, right? But what if those ideals were actually a secret Masonic handshake? What if the men who forged this nation weren't just revolutionaries, but participants in a much older global quest to secure and incorporate ancient knowledge, esoteric teachings, and Masonic values then used to form America and its oldest document? A deep esoteric brotherhood called the Freemasons, and they laid the foundation for the United States not just as a country, but as a grand Masonic experiment. We treat them like sacred, untouchable pillars of this country or the DNA of the American experience, right? But let's be real for a minute. Are they still these living, breathing ideals that define us? Or are they just dusty old museum pieces from the Enlightenment era? I think we have to ask the edgy question. Did the Founding Fathers and the generations right after them actually live up to these magnificent ideals? Or were they just really good at writing them down? The skeptics say, look at the founders. Look, there's no doubt that guys like Benjamin Franklin and George Washington were absolute powerhouses of their times. They were instrumental in leading the charge for independence. But let's not put them on a pedestal so high that we miss the cracks. Franklin was a brilliant diplomat, a master strategist, and he helped secure that crucial alliance with France. Washington led the army and set the tone for the presidency. They dedicated their lives, wealth, and honor to these core ideas. We absolutely honor that. But here's where I drop the other shoe. They were also deeply flawed men who lived in a deeply flawed society. The ideals of liberty and equality were clearly not applied to everyone at the time. These were men of their era, make no mistake. So here's my thought. If we only honor them by pretending everything was perfect, we're actually missing the point. The real power of these 3 words, liberty, equality, and justice, isn't found in a textbook or a perfect moment in 1776. It's found in the fact that they were set down by people who, frankly, sometimes failed to live them out. They created a powerful magnetic North Star. These ideals of liberty, equality, and justice became like a constant ringing challenge. Even the people who wrote them couldn't shake the truth they contained. And that is what powered the abolitionists, the suffragists, the civil rights movement, and every single person today fighting for a more perfect union. The fact that these truths still feel so vital, so powerful, and so far from being completely realized means the mission isn't over. It means we have inherited a group effort. We don't just remember the founders. We honor them by stepping up and taking action ourselves, learning from their strategic successes, and most importantly, correcting their historical oversights. So let's stop treating liberty, equality, and justice